Hey, Nate. How's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry. That's fine. I just think I need a little me time. I just think I need a little free time. A little break from the shows and the bus rides. Yeah. Last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. Yeah, started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out. Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching. What does that mean, Nate? I've been learning. Grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me. I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the cues right, I'm quite nervous. Hate it when I lose sight, life gets blurry and things might hurt me. It's probably gonna be a long journey, but hey, it's worth it though. Cold world out there, kids, grab your coat. It's been a minute, I know, now I'm back to Rome. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Pretty vivid, I admit it, I'm in classic mode. Don't need pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map, the hope, you see that? Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying and where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it. I can be critical, never typical. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal. Intimate but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I'll make you feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Leave you deep in thought, I can never swim in the kiddie pool. Waited, I've been thinking the cinematic is beautiful. Man, I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos. Yeah, the sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines. See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies. Try to hold it underwater, but it always survives. And it comes up out of nowhere like an evil surprise. Then it hovers over you to tell you millions of lies. You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I am. The point I'm making is the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in a powerful way. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just hang with me, this'll only take a moment, okay? Just think about it for a second. If you look at your face every day when you get up and think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith. I've been developing, take a look at the benefits. Nothing to meddle with, I can never be delicate. My even relevant, that depends how you measure it. Take a measurement to back it up and give me the evidence. Pretty evident, dependable, can never be tentative. I'm a gentleman, depending on if I think you're genuine. Pretty elegant, but not afraid to tell you to get it. Grip proper etiquette, I keep it to myself when I celebrate, huh? It's that time again. Better grab your balloons and invite your friends. Seatbelts back on, yeah, strap them in. Look at me, everybody, I'm smiling big. On a road right now that I can't predict. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip, huh?
Red alert, John, shine a light down. If you smell what the Rock is cooking. The Rock says, the Rock says. The Rock says, the Rock.
Understand, they talk to me. You got rules and no religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's trying, I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me, they talk to me. They tell me things that I will do, they show me things I'll do to you.
Generations. Much can be learned from past generations. For past generations write history. They become history. The past may have already been written, but the future awaits a new generation.
Oh my God! It's SmackDown versus Raw!
Hello and welcome to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Russell Jones and
Sean Nutty Smith as we bring you our reactions to the Thanksgiving tradition known as SmackDown versus Raw. Survivor Series, which came at you from the Brooklyn Center, Barclays Center even, in Brooklyn, New York, in front of 15,000 people.
to be precise 15,120. Now we had 7 matches in total. 6 of them are officially SmackDown vs Raw matches, whilst one of them was not technically a brand versus brand match, was a dual branded match.
Yes.
And all of them will be champion matches, apart from, of course, the true traditional Survivor Series elimination matches. So, the match that they decided to put on the pre-show, odd choice for me,
Yes, me too.
was the Intercontinental Champion of Shinsuke Nakamura taking on the United States Champion of Damian Priest.
This match was around 9 minutes in length, and it was the shortest match on the card.
Yes, and which side took point number 1 in the battle of SmackDown vs Raw? Well, that would be Shinsuke Nakamura. However, it would be by disqualification.
Yeah, because Damian Priest got Rick Boo's guitar and smashed it over the back of Shinsuke.
Likely done because both of these superstars are technically baby faces, and they very rarely do we get a face versus face win, and they probably didn't want to have one of them lose. Now, the main card opened up with the Battle for Women's Champions.
Yes, as former best friends. As the Raw Women's Champion, the
The-
man Becky Lynch takes on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair. And bearing in mind that these two have real life heat.
The man Becky Lynch, isn't it Big Time Bex now?
Big Time Beck's the man, whatever you want to call her.
Oh,
She doesn't mind which name, she doesn't mind.
we have seen these superstars go at each other for
Countless time.
several times over the past few years. 5 years,
But this one,
5 years actually, and this match was no exception. Whilst they may not get along personally and professionally, but they are, if they're both willing, able to work good matches together.
this match was around 18 minutes in length, and the point goes to
Well,
Monday.
after of course the pair started with slapping and hair pulling, girls,
Yes.
Flair would go for her patented top rope moonsault. Lynch would then several off the top rope to the floor, lock in the disarmer. Flair would counter with a power bomb, hit a leg drop, blah de blah de blah. They go back and forth.
Near balls, false finishes.
Attempted figure eights. However, the fact that Charlotte Flair is the daughter of the dirtiest player in the game, and the fact that Becky knows her so well, kind of played against her.
Yes, because Charlotte thought it was a good idea to hold Becky down while Charlotte had her hand on the ropes. Becky reverses it, and Diana does a roles reversal.
Well, Charlotte attempts to do it, the referee catches her, which forces Charlotte to break, allowing Vince to reverse it and quickly hold the ropes to get the free count. But
Making the scoreboard
1-1.
1-1.
Next, we have the men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match with Team SmackDown of Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and Sheamus
Taking on Team Raw of he's not the side, he's a very naughty boy. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, and Bobby Lashley.
Now, this was a half an hour match, and we will spare going through it. Yeah, so after, of course, getting to the ring, the match starts. There's a bit of a argument between Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens as to who's going to start the match. So Kevin Owens decides that he's going to start, but then walks away and gets counted out, putting Team Raw on a 4-5 disadvantage. I was 55 seconds into the match.
Pretty much.
7 minutes and 50 seconds into the match. Happy Corbin was eliminated following a coup de grace by Finn Balor.
Yes.
Then we would have, about 5 minutes later, King Woods would be eliminated by technical submission following the Hurt Lock by Bobby Lashley. But then old feuds would resurface.
Yes, between Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre.
And they would fight each other to a double countdown.
Yikes.
Finn Balor was then eliminated following a blow kick by Sheamus close to the 20-minute mark of the match. Then Austin Theory would catch Sheamus in the roll-up to eliminate him at 24.5 minutes. This narrowed it down to Austin Theory and Seth Rollins versus Jeff Hardy.
Austin Theory was then the next to be eliminated.
I just said that. Well, actually, no,
yes,
no. So yeah, Austin Theory was then eliminated by Jeff Hardy following a Swanton bomb, leaving it between Hardy and Rollins. And a cruel twist of fate, no pun intended.
No, I was just about to say no pun intended.
A countered Swanton bomb into a stomp would lead Seth Rollins to victory and the lone survivor for Team Raw.
Making the scoreline 2 to Raw, 1 to SmackDown.
I'm not sure what this next one counts, but I think given the overall result of 7 matches and 5-2 being the final score, slight spoiler.
That's slight.
That it probably does count at WWE. So, the next match is the 25th anniversary dual-branded Battle Royal to celebrate The Rock. This Battle Royal is sponsored by Red Lotus and Pizza Hut.
Yes, it was. There was tables of pizza surrounding the ringside area.
So,
Competitors in the Battle Royal were...
well, we can't go through all of them. Well, we can, but we will. Order of elimination.
By them through.
Drew Gulak, Elton Benjamin, Humberto, Otis, T-Bar, Cedric Alexander, who would win a championship 24 hours later.
Yes.
Chad Gable,
Eric.
Ivar, Jinder
Mahal.
How he still has a job when WWE have released better talent, I don't know. Angel,
Shanky.
Mansoor,
Robert Roode.
Dolph Ziggler,
Sami Zayn.
Commander Aziz,
AJ Styles.
Apollo Crews,
Cesaro.
Angelo Dawkins,
and Montez Ford, leaving the final 2 in the ring from SmackDown, Ricochet, and from Monday Night Raw, Omos.
And as we said last week, there was really only one, maybe 2 winners going into this from the start, and that was Omos, and that's exactly what happened.
Omos wins the match, but Omos wasn't given a chance to celebrate his victory long because as AJ Styles was going to go and get some pizza, he was attacked by Montez Ford.
Yes, those 2 teams appear to be having some kind of issues,
yeah.
Speaking of tag teams,
here we go.
Now time for the tag team champions to go at it. As SmackDown Tag Team Champions and the servants, slaves, whatever you want to call them, to the head of a table, of a bloodline, the Usos, take on the Raw Tag Team Champions, probably the best thing WWE has going at the minute, RK Bro.
Arcade Bro, indeed, yes. And if you're keeping tabs, the score at the moment is 3 to Raw, 1 to SmackDown.
So, how do we, this is your typical tag team match, back and forth.
Yes,
Back and forth
action
action.
that you would normally typically expect in these kind of matches.
Yes, hot tags in and out, isolating one person. Then we get to the Usos hitting a double super kick on Orton and Riddle.
Ouch.
Jimmy then went up with a super five splash on Riddle, not knowing that the legal man was Randy Orton. Jimmy also happened to forget a very important detail. Randy Orton has the ability to hit the RKO in midair,
Yes, I caught Jimmy in midair for the 1, 2, 3.
giving the victory to the Raw Tag Team Champions. Now
To make it 4-1.
yes, 4-1. Now the next match, penultimate match, was the Women's Survivor Series elimination match.
Yes. So, captain of Team Raw was Bianca Belair, teaming up with one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions at the time, Rhea Ripley, teaming up with Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina, who 24 hours later would,
We'll get to that. So they get to the ring, everything comes out.
taking on Team SmackDown, you've got to mention that.
Team SmackDown, captained by Sasha Banks, Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler,
Shotzi Blackheart, always now known as Shotzi,
Queen of Hearts, Natalya.
and Toni Storm.
So if they come out, everything starts, and Carmella decides she wants a break so she can put on the protective mask.
Oh, here we go again.
With Zelina's help. However, whilst doing this, Carmella is caught in a roll-up by Toni Storm, and this is 1 minute into the match. Both Survivor Series matches had quick eliminations.
Yes.
Toni Storm would then get the second elimination, eliminating Queen Zelina by performing Storm Zero.
Yep.
Then Toni Storm would also eliminate. Oh, what am I doing? Toni Storm was eliminated then by Liv Morgan, who would hit Liv Morgan with an Oblivion. I'm mixing my words. Storm was eliminated by Morgan and hit Storm with the Oblivion. There.
There you go.
Then Liv Morgan was eliminated by Sasha Banks after both Sasha Banks and Shotzi hit her with a frog splash. Then Shayna Baszler would eliminate her former NXT foe, Rhea Ripley. This left Bianca Belair in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah, she was the only one left.
But then Team SmackDown kind of imploded.
Yes, because there was arguments arising between Baszler, Natalia, Shotzi, and Sasha.
And Natalia, Shotzi, and Shayna deliberately allowed Sasha Banks to be counted out,
And eliminated from the match.
leaving a 3-on-1 situation. So as they were all going up on Bianca Belair Seal style,
Yes.
Natalia attempted to lock Belair into a sharpshooter, but Belair kicked Natalia into Baszler, causing Baszler to go flying and Bianca to be able to eliminate Natalia with a roll-up. Then Bianca Belair would counter Shayna Baszler's attempted sleeper / finishing move into another, I wouldn't call it roll-up, but that kind of quick pin that you can get in matches sometimes.
Yep.
Then finally, Bianca Belair managed to get the KOD onto Shotzi for the match and win the match for Team Raw, being the sole survivor.
Taking the score, Monday Night Raw 5, SmackDown 1.
Now, before we got to the main event, Paul Heyman would receive some very unfortunate news.
Yes, courtesy of Kayla Braxton.
After the events of Crown Jewel and the SmackDown after, we all know that Adam Pearce suspended Brock Lesnar
Jesus.
indefinitely.
Yes.
However, that is now no longer the case. So, Mr. Head of the Table, you are going to be once again a hunted man very soon.
And speaking of the head of the table, he was in main event action representing SmackDown, taking on Raw's Big E WWE Champion.
Now, as entertaining as this match was, and probably put most of, if not all of the people who still doubted Big E's ability to handle main event matches, we kind of all knew going into it that the winner of this match was going to be Roman Reigns. So the winner of this match was Roman Reigns.
I'm not making the score. Monday Night Raw 5, SmackDown 2.
Yes. So not that it makes a difference. The superior brand this year at Survivor Series is Monday Night Raw.
So let's run you through the card one more time.
On the pre-show, Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Damian Priest by disqualification.
On the main card, Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, defeated Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Team Raw defeated Team SmackDown with Seth Rollins being the lone survivor.
Omos won the dual-branded 25-man Battle Royal.
Raw Tag Team Champions Bro defeated Usos with SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Team Raw defeated Team SmackDown with Bianca Belair being the sole survivor.
And Roman Reigns, the head of the table, defeated WWE Champion Big E. So that almost does it for. Actually, it does. It does it for pay-per-views on the main roster for the remainder of the year. However, we will be with you next week when NXT presents a little event called
War Games! Of War Games! War Games! War Games!
Yeah, that is our next show, which will be this time next week.
Yes.
Until then, you've been
Lisa Rockjones, and he's been.
Sean Randy's River. We will see you next week for NXT TakeOver War Games.